They waited hours for pizza tonight, but that didn't bother people in line at a Central Kentucky restaurant. Now they're helping a family dealing with tragedy.
New details after a referee is assaulted during an adult soccer game. Tonight, administrators say there's no room in the game for things like that.
Why firefighters say they had a tough time battling a fire that ripped through a Central Kentucky home today.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 11.
Good evening to you. What an act of kindness, a community coming together to help a family dealing with a devastating loss. Tonight, people lined up outside a Bourbon County restaurant for hours to raise money for the family of a teenager killed in a crash.
13-year-old Emily Sams died May 23rd when the car she was riding in crashed on I-64 in Scott County. She and her parents were heading to a volleyball tournament at the time. Monique Blair shows us how the community helped Emily's family tonight. It's our top story at 11.
It's not something you see every day at a pizza place in Paris, but it's good to see tonight.
Dozens of people waited in line at the Papa John's in Paris Tuesday night, some waiting up to 3 hours to get their pizza.
And most of the people with me really don't care. We're just so elated when we pulled in and see all these cars, all these people. Just outpouring a love and support for everybody.
Papa John's donated 100% of their carry-out sales from 5 till 8 p.m. Tuesday night to the Sams family to help them with any expenses they may have. 13-year-old Emily Sams was killed in a car accident 2 weeks ago on her way to a volleyball tournament in Louisville. Her mom and dad were both in the car with her. Her mom, Shella, is still in critical condition at UK Hospital.
When a tragedy strikes like this, I don't know how anyone gets through without family and friendship. And, you know, it'll take a lot of love to help them through this place, but they're a courageous family. We'll all help them through it.
So it wasn't the pizza that drew everyone together. It was the community bond the city of Paris shares and their passion to show a family who's going through a tragic time that they aren't going through it alone.
We really come together like a family, and we are a family, so our family's here to support and to help with this tragedy that's happened.
In Bourbon County, Monique Blair, WKYT.
Well, Papa John says they're still figuring out the final number tonight, but they do know that more than $5,000 was brought in this evening that will go directly to the Sams family. A crash near downtown Lexington sent a driver to the hospital with serious injuries. It happened about 8:30 tonight on North Broadway at 4th Street. Firefighters say an SUV T-boned a car, sending the car off the road.
That vehicle spun into this brick wall, decorative Transylvania University sign, which basically T-boned it again, so it kind of got a double hit.
The driver's condition is not known tonight. Firefighters say she had to be cut out of the car. No one in the SUV was injured. Police are investigating what led to the crash. That intersection has reopened.
Tonight, we have learned a man injured in a Scott County hit and run has died. The Fayette County Coroner's Office says 20-year-old David Bell died at UK Hospital this afternoon. An autopsy has been scheduled. Investigators say Bell was walking along US 25 north of Georgetown early yesterday morning when a car hit him. The Scott County Sheriff's Office says the driver didn't stop. They later found the car nearby, but no sign of the driver. Police still haven't been able to find the driver tonight. Well, it was supposed to be a friendly competition, but investigators say a soccer game in a Lexington adult league turned nasty. As we first told you at 6, they say a player attacked a referee and someone in the stands later joined in. New tonight, Garrett Weimer talks to the man in charge of referees in the league.
Call it an ugly incident in the beautiful game.
I think it is important that we toe the line and that we do not allow this to go unchecked.
Chad Collins is the state referee administrator for U.S. Soccer in Kentucky. He says there's no room in the game for what happened on this field at Whitney Young Park on Saturday. Lexington police say a player punched a referee after the player received his second yellow card. League officials say the player's brother, who was there watching the game, also hit the referee.
It's just pointless. The game is not that important. It's not that serious. It's supposed to be loved and embraced, and this is far outside the lines.
To make matters worse, officials with the Fayette United Soccer Association tell us the player who punched the referee actually registered into their league with a fake name. After all this, they say he's no longer allowed to play in their league. For Collins and his referees, he says the big thing players need to keep in mind, it's all supposed to be for fun.
We certainly love the game and we want to protect. It is called a beautiful game and we want to keep that.
In Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Collins says his office is still gathering information about what happened to determine their next step. In 1998, the Kentucky General Assembly passed a law making assault of a sports official a Class A misdemeanor and potential felony.
Tonight, police are still looking for an inmate they say escaped while being taken to a different jail. Irvin police say that Jason Gay was being taken from the Laurel County Jail to the Estill County Jail overnight when he escaped from a police cruiser in Irvin. Gay was supposed to have a hearing in Estill County today. Police are not sure how he managed to get the handcuffs off and get away. But after the escape, they say he ran to a nearby water plant and stole a truck. They say a plant employee shot out its tires as Gay drove off. Police later found that truck, but no sign of Gay or a weapon that was inside it.
It did obtain a large knife from the vehicle that apparently the owner had left in there prior to this incident.
We're told Gay has a long criminal history. Police say they arrested him a year ago after finding drugs and a gun in his car. He also faced theft and bail jumping charges in Laurel County, where just last month he was sentenced to 11 years in prison.
It was another dreary day across the Bluegrass with cooler than normal temperatures and clouds. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey tells us if we'll have better weather for our Wednesday. How about it?
You know what? We are hopeful. We've got the fingers crossed, the toes crossed in getting in on at least a partly sunny sky as we roll our way into tomorrow. Anything has to be better than where we've been over the past couple of days. Temperatures stuck in the 50s. Late evening thermometers stuck in the 50s yet again. 55 degrees, cool spot showing up in Danville. 59. Just like what we had at 4 o'clock, at 5 o'clock, at 6 o'clock this evening for Lexington, Mount Sterling, and Moorhead. With overcast conditions, really not seeing temperatures move very much at all. With the clouds, no precipitation across the Bluegrass State, though we continue to notice the clouds that are coming at us around an upper-level low pressure that is across the volunteer state of Tennessee. Now, the deepest moisture is well off to our east, across parts of the Carolinas into Virginia. Yet, this system that continues to spin is pulling down some chilly air across the Bluegrass State, and as it continues to drop toward the south, some of that moisture from the east coast and back into the Appalachian Mountains will be making its way into southeastern Kentucky as we go into tomorrow afternoon. So out the door tomorrow, 50 on the chilly side tomorrow afternoon. Again, fingers crossed for a low 70 afternoon with a threat for a shower or thunderstorm. Speaking of thunder threat, increases as we go through the rest of the weekend. We'll track it all just ahead.
Hundreds of people suing the federal government after losing disability benefits received an update on their cases tonight.
Last month, the Social Security Administration suspended payments for 900 former clients of Floyd County lawyer Eric Kahn. Investigators think Kahn used fraudulent information to secure benefits. Lawsuits have been filed against Kahn and the government. Attorneys of people who filed lawsuits met with their clients today. A hearing on the lawsuit is scheduled for Thursday, but those people say they can't wait long.
The hardship that it'll be on a lot of us here, not being able to pay our rent, our car notes, and eat and live, it's a hardship. It's a real hardship on all of us.
Kahn has denied the allegation. So far, he has not been charged. Investigators also say a Floyd County man whose disability benefits were suspended took his own life yesterday. Tonight, an Anderson County family has been forced out of their home because of a fire. It started around 3:30 this afternoon at a home on Herndon Road near Lawrenceburg. When Anderson County firefighters arrived, they say they saw flames and smoke, and they say that fighting the fire was a challenge.
Difficulty with water because our closest water source is about 3 miles away, so we're doing tanker shuttles from that source.
Firefighters say they were able to save some of the family's belongings and rescue their dog, but the home is a total loss. No one was there at the time of the fire. Firefighters think it started in a kitchen.
New tonight, the president has signed a bill which reshapes surveillance laws that temporarily expired. It came hours after the Senate gave its final approval to the bill. The new law eliminates the National Security Agency's bulk phone records collection program. Instead, there's a more restrictive measure that keeps phone records with phone companies. President Obama says his administration will act quickly to restore lapsed surveillance tools.
Friends say they have questions about what led to the death of a Lawrence County man after police arrested him.
Louisa police say they arrested 56-year-old Billy Collins for driving on a suspended license, but at the police station, they say Collins became aggressive, hit a police officer, and tried to barricade himself in a foyer. Police say they used a taser on Collins, but he soon had a medical emergency. They say he later died at a hospital. Friends say Collins normally got along with everyone.
He was the most generous person you ever knew. I mean, he'd give you anything or do anything to help you. But I mean, he had his moments too.
State police are waiting on the state medical examiner's report to see what caused Collins' death. They do say the officers involved in the incident did nothing criminal.
A disturbing discovery on the Ohio River today. Police say a man's body was found wedged between two coal barges. Police in Campbell County say a barge crew member saw the body and called for help. They don't know when the barge came in contact with the body, but they think the body had been in the river for some time. Investigators haven't identified the man, but they think he was about 50 years old. They also don't know what caused his death. Tonight, we are learning more about the case against a Madison County man police say held his elderly aunt against her will for hours. Richmond police arrested 60-year-old Mark Blevins yesterday and charged him with unlawful imprisonment, assault, and terroristic threatening. Police say Blevins forced his 84-year-old aunt to sit in a chair at their home on Pleasure Drive. The victim says whenever she tried to get up, Blevins pushed her down, pulled her hair, pinched her, and threatened to kill her. Neighbors say they're shocked.
I just heard that things were going on that was kind of scary for the neighborhood and for her especially, and so I just feel bad about it.
Police say the victim was able to get away after calling for medical help. They say she was not seriously injured.
We have some new information tonight about a murder investigation in Hardin County. State police say the suspect, 48-year-old Timothy Cruz, is now in custody. They say that U.S. Marshals found him in a Louisville hotel late this afternoon. He is charged with murder. Police say Cruz killed Jason Scott over the weekend in the Vine Grove community.
Tonight, a Lexington-based coal company has warned nearly 200 employees that they may be laid off. Rhino Resource Partners says it gave 60-day notices to those employees today. The company plans to idle most of its mines because of a weak coal market, but the company wouldn't say which mines. Rhino has 2 mines in eastern Kentucky and a third near the Kentucky-West Virginia border.
New tonight, Lexington City employees could be receiving a larger raise than first planned. In his proposed budget, Mayor Jim Gray included a 3% raise for city employees, but our news partners at the Herald-Leader report the Urban County Council voted to include an additional 1%, bringing that raise to 4%. The council also voted to increase pay for minimum wage employees to $8.15 an hour.